Okay. Hello, everyone. We is unmuted. Just make sure this is down. Yeah, it's at a good volume. Okay. Oh, it's been a week already, and we have been too busy / lazy to do certain parts, so we'll hit that quickly. Once we start. Due to shenanigans, we will pick up first from. Actually, let's do this properly. Did you want to do an announcement or not, Mr. Bell?
I certainly can. I can indeed. Yeah, so we have a TikTok if you don't already know, and it is amazing and beautiful. We post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we post any kind of clip from our streams, being that funny moments, combat moments, and just ridiculous, out of context moments that happen because we're professionals, right? So,
Absolutely.
but yeah. So we have a TikTok. Go check it out because we are on the road to 1,000 followers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Where are we at right now? I haven't forgot to
Yeah,
look.
I think we're on like 580,
give
580
me,
something.
give me like
Yeah.
2 seconds. I'll give you the number.
So we have oh fuck. I punched my mic.
485.
Ah, I punched my mic by accident. So we did leave off with the party coming back and reporting the atrocities that they witnessed at the in the Sedgemoor after visiting Shybert, acquiring some new pets companions, uh, buying gifts for friends. Sounds like the mic one. And on the way back, when they reported what they found to the professor, Bell threw a bottle at them. Gulch gave a very beautiful um, explanation about what they saw and learned how to spell Shybert. After meeting with the professors and reporting what they found, you all decided to delve into research into the magics that you encountered. In doing so, you went to the capital's major library, the bibliothèque, finding a hidden section long forgotten, dry, cold, and excruciatingly dark. However, first we pick up with Bell. Bell wanted to quickly meet with Madame Taylor.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't you?
I don't remember this.
Oh,
I
I
don't
thought you
remember
wanted to
this.
meet with Taylor.
You were going to, but then we all went down
Oh
to.
yeah, and then we went down instead. My apologies.
So we were gonna retcon that he
Yeah.
did it
Yeah.
before, so
You
he
can
was
just
with
say
us.
I did it.
Okay. Was there anything particular you'd want to ask her?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Okay.
No, I was with the party the whole time. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? My apologies. Okay. So let me turn off the tavern background. Let the creepy audio be louder.
Ominous music.
It is ominous
This is
music.
ominous.
As you all walked down the spiral stone staircase, a few of you found various different ways of creating magical illumination, all of which were discovered to have less than desired effects. It does, however, allow you all to have some form of dark vision, those that do have it. You quickly realize through these impromptu methods that you all have half your dark vision range currently, and light sources produce half the amount of light as they normally would. Your first entrance is into this deep, dark, cavernous area, the first one that comes out. It opens up into about a 15-foot wide area with a few tables and books on some shelves. I believe it was Leohorn first who touched the first one with their mage hands and almost had it decay due to the age. Is everyone proceeding with?
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out this glass orb we got forever ago now. From winning the doll challenge.
Yes.
And now I know what it does. I'm going to say illuminate. As the orb begins to produce a very much bright light. 60 feet, so that would give us 30 feet of light, because it's 60 feet usually.
Correct. As you do, you notice the spell does create less light than it should. Like you said, 30 feet. I believe it's 15-foot light and then 15-foot dim, as it's normally 30-30, correct? Alright, it's half.
Yeah.
As you do, you can see the thick layers of dust settle down onto the various tables and books and the floor. From what you can tell inside of this cavernous room, which goes beyond what you can see, the 12-foot tall ceilings, you can see two sets of doors currently, closed with closed wooden doors. Anyone?
Are there any markings on the door?
Roll a perception check. Uh, 13.
13.
You don't see any kind of symbols or writing or anything on the door. It does look like a very old door, though, that's well aged.
I'll just push it open.
As you, what's your strength?
Sorry, I
8.
have the boy dog wanted on my room.
Ah,
It's 8.
an 8 strength?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was used to your old character. As you do it,
My old character peeking indoors.
yeah, that's what I was used to. I was thinking about Dreyfus. As you
And this-
begin to push on the door, there's some give, but it doesn't open up.
Hey, Gulch. Kick it in for me?
Will
Door for collection.
gently push the door.
Doesn't seem to be the same thing. If you're only gently doing it, there's resistance.
No,
but
not gently as in like lightly. Gently but with
Gulch
force.
is gently.
I'm
Oh,
not bashing
okay.
it in. I'm putting pressure on it.
You're putting pressure on it. It's you. At some point, you can start to hear creaking and cracking, but the
Are
door
you
is
going
still.
to break another door?
I mean,
Are you gonna?
I'll
Are you
try.
going to add, are you going to
Wait.
add this door to your collection?
I might have a question, Shiny.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when I pull? Does it open?
It does open. You've been saying you pushed the door.
Well, this has been a defensive staircase, so it makes sense.
At this
And
point,
with the other hand, I'll point down the stairs like an after you motion.
this one does. As you open the doors, So I assume you guys had all walked into this room with all the shelves and everything. Through this door, there is a small, about 3-foot gap, and then opens up into another room. It is
Did anyone inspect the room?
nope, because we left as soon as we entered this room. We left.
There could have been goodies in there.
Y'all still in the room. You've just opened the door.
Would that be an
send the globe
investigation?
in there?
So it would.
I can light up the next room?
You can move in there.
I was like, I want to attempt. Never mind. I don't want to attempt.
Because I can say, I can use the other command word, and I can make it float 5 feet off the ground, and I can just push it so it drifts in there.
Yeah. It would be a investigation roll, but that
Do
is
investigation.
a 4 and a nat 1.
Pretty
Flint.
funny.
My natural one was still better.
I feel like that. I mean, that the nat 1's kind of fitting for the blind chick.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Flint, as you start to look around, you can see things with your dark vision a little bit. They are even like if you guys have seen like high contrast photos in black and white, not like not like the sliders all the way, but it's definitely been moved up a little bit. You find a few books in there that are written. We did discover that the book that Leohorn had picked up was in a dead language that nobody recognized.
I think we recognized that it was on our list to research, but we didn't know what it was yet.
You couldn't remember which one it was, but you did. It looked familiar to something you had written on your list, but you couldn't remember which one it was.
I'll just pocket it.
You grabbed a book with your hands.
Yep.
As
Oh,
you,
I
as
don't
you
like-
pick
I
it
don't
up,
like
hold. Wait, no.
roll
wait.
a sleight of hand.
No.
I don't like
Do a
this.
sleight of hand check,
Can
sir.
I try to stop him?
Yeah, roll initiative. See which one does what first.
12.
Come on, please.
19. Okay. Natasha, as you see Flint going to go reach for this book, what do you do?
Wait, no, it's
What?
it's old.
What?
Don't Don't touch it.
Maybe
Okay.
what's the word? Booby trapped? I think I don't know.
So you know, like when like people die, and then you, like once
Wither
they're dead
away.
for a long time, then they start to decompose. Um, Paper does that too. Leather is like skin, so it decomposes. So I don't know if you noticed it earlier, but when Leohorn was like using his mage hand, it was already starting to like flake into this air. Yeah, we're probably breathing dead animals and possibly people. I don't know what this is. Uh, don't touch it.
My brain went to it might be booby
Okay.
trapped, but like
Will not touch them.
yours more logical.
I'll,
um,
I'll
I'm
just
assuming are we just retconning Leohorn out of this thing, or is someone playing him?
retconning.
I think retcon just right now.
Okay, so I have mage hand, so we're gonna pretend that it was me.
Okay.
Well, he did it, but he's just kind of like AFK in the mind right now.
Okay.
Feel that.
Um, I still have mage hand.
Yeah.
Just getting that out there,
So I'm
right?
gonna just put it there. And or we could use the stealth check that Leohorn used to already move the book with mage hand.
No, that was for the first one.
No. Damn.
If you don't want to do it, I mean, I have mage hand as well.
No, I mean I'm okay with sleight
So
of hand.
what
Um,
drew your attention to this one, Flint, was that it
Mm-hmm.
was less decayed than the others.
I mean, if you look at it, it's a little less decayed than the others, so maybe it'll hold together better. Who knows? I could be very careful when I grab it if you want me to.
a 1 out of 10. Just because a 3 is better than a 1 doesn't make a 3 a great.
'Cause you know it's
Can
like
I do it? I am better than, both you at grabbing things sneakily and lightly and not breaking things. It's kind of my whole thing.
what's your sleight
It's a +9.
Sleight of
I'm
hand
like,
is
I got a
plus
+5, but like.
My
People
stealth
say
is a
I should
9,
be
but my
good at
sleight of
that
hand is
stuff since
3. Jesus.
I'm a rogue,
Like,
bitches.
I'm a rogue, bitches.
Yeah, good
Fair,
I've
go
idea,
been
for it.
Phil.
I've been told cats should be
Uh,
good at that stuff, but I suck at it.
It's okay,
to each
Trinity.
their own.
To each
Um,
their own.
she'll like pull her satchel out from like kind of behind her back and like unzip it and like have you gently place it in her satchel.
Okay. I'll roll me a sleight of hand check.
Yes,
You'll be
sir.
safe in here.
Don't fuck up.
17.
Jeez.
I love plus 9s.
You
Yeah,
can
I love them.
feel the crinkle of the book as you pick it up. It doesn't chip, but you know this was tough. As you very carefully pick this up and slide it into Natasha's bag of holding.
And for everyone's visuals, my mage hand is invisible, so you're just seeing a levitating book.
Spooky.
Magic Man.
Spooky. Magic Man.
Are we sure this place isn't haunted?
As the music goes, go!
No, it's
Like, it's not unheard of for things to be haunted.
No, that was me. My mage hand is invisible.
Aren't you a sneaky bitch?
Casimir and I can look up this some more when we get back. You guys want to keep going?
Sure.
Alright. This music is putting me on edge.
shit! I'm not even listening to the music. What the hell's wrong
Yeah.
with me? Where'd you link it again? I'm sorry.
It should be
Alerts
the
and
other.
such.
Yeah, alerts and stuff.
Alerts and such. As soon as I find it, there's a lot to look at. Alerts.
No, it's
It's
literally at the bottom.
the most
It's
recent
literally-
message.
No, I meant like the tab itself.
Oh,
Alerts and
There's
such.
a lot of fucking tabs.
and start closing tabs.
Why do you have
Well,
so many
some tabs
tabs
are-
open?
It's your server, Shiny. Explain.
Yeah, I can't close them.
Yes, you can.
Oh
But
shit,
a lot of
that
them are
is
important.
Geary.
A lot
You
of them
just-
are important.
You just you click the little arrow button next to them. Like next to the.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering
shut up,
why
help me.
all the music was just people laughing and talking in at the wrong link.
Oh.
I'm sitting here like, how's this creepy? It's just people laughing.
They're hearing all the dead souls.
Gulch, I love you.
I love me too.
I love me too.
The second Shiny's still yelling at me, close your fucking tabs. My cat looked over my monitor and went, meow! Meow, bitch, close your tabs.
Okay. As
Fucking cat going at me.
as you guys progress into this next one, this is as you quickly realize this is a hallway that goes beyond your sight ranges either direction. It's about 10 feet wide with decayed carpet on the ground. Various
Ooh.
tapestries along the wall that are also decayed and missing. You can see like just that like slight strands hanging down from those points, and the pythons used to pin them in. The walls are carved stone in the ancient architectural style that Leohorn did notice.
Before we start moving down this hallway, can I cast mage armor on myself?
Yes, you may.
You're gonna see Bell's hand come up to his chest. You're gonna hear him, mage armor. As he kind of motions his hand down his body, you just see a green glimmer, and then it's gone. Alright, do we want to send the werewolf down first?
How about you send the Flint first? The Flintmeister.
I take
By all means,
offense to the
take
way
it.
you said that. I'm more than just a werewolf, Belle. I'm a man.
He's a man.
No, you're a fae.
He's a goat
Ooh.
man.
Oh shit!
Same different.
But to be fair, though,
feelings.
aren't you always in like your werewolf form more than your other form? So kind of like
No,
you seem to always be in werewolf form.
No,
it's
I'd
because
say
we
it's
always get
about
into
50-50.
fights. Stop getting into fights and I'll stop being a werewolf.
And Flint, you go first.
Yes, the Flintmeister will show off his skills.
The boulder is no longer inflicted.
Thank you. I'm so happy you got it. The boulder is concerned about fighting a little girl. What are you gonna do with the pebble? The boulder is no longer inflicted.
Is Flint saying any of this out loud?
Yes, 100%.
I'm just gonna.
Hey,
Elle's just
hey
gonna
guys,
motion
really
over
quick.
to Holy
Since-
Trinity.
Oh
Since he's
god.
saying that out loud, I'm gonna DM you something, Flint.
Oh no.
Just gonna lean back to
This is Flint's
Trinity.
ultra ego.
Oh
He's a
no!
little
What
WWE
are
wrestler.
you leaning back at me for?
I hope he hits a trap.
Oh, fucker.
What do you mean trap? What do you mean trap?
We just heard him boasting. Let me show off my skills. I'm just like, I hope he gets it. I hope he hits a trap.
Oh,
Your standard
okay.
D&D party
Wait,
bullshit.
why,
You know
why
how
would
it
you want
goes.
your party member to get injured? That sounds a little concerning.
The
don't know what
term
you're
is
talking.
knocking in some common sense.
Yeah. That ego's getting a little big over there.
Listen, Flint needs an ego boost. The fuck you talking about?
Alright, Flint, you go look at your DMs. Hashtag
I
whisper.
hashtag solo quarter, baby.
Yes.
Hashtag solo quarters.
I can get behind that.
Alright. So we continue.
Still good. Yep. I'm just gonna walk down the hallway. Wait. I'm gonna
Which way?
stealthily walk
Which
down
way?
the hallway.
Left or right?
I don't know. Say right. I'm gonna stealthily walk down it. Well,
Okay.
26.
Was it
Nice.
26?
Shiny.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a stealthy
Random
bitch.
announcement. I'm under tornado warning, so be forewarned. I may cut out.
Okay.
Who
Ooh,
knows?
tornadoes.
Okay.
It,
Thank you.
it's Texas, so you never know how serious a
Yeah.
tornado warning is. You know.
Okay, can there be nothing or can it be something?
Alright. So,
You're back.
The Flint is walking down the right end of the hallway.
are you narrating this out loud?
This will forever be what I do. Do not judge me.
I don't know.
I'm judging you.
It's too late for that, bro.
I just started rewatching Avatar. That's why it's in my head.
Alright, so you, as you proceed, um, 20, 30, 40 feet, you see several sets of doors along the left and right through here, about every 15 feet.
You said that and the eerie music just fucking...
Yeah.
You spooky bitch!
You,
I know a trap when I hear one.
after about 40 feet, you can start to see. You can see the edge of your walkway,
Mm-hmm.
the end of the hallway. And what
The
appears
Flint
to be
noticed...
what appears to be a pathway to your left at the end of the hallway. So it's 30 feet past you, and you've traveled. So it's about 70 feet from where you started.
Okay. So there's 7 doors either side. The hallway.
Yeah, you see a door every
15.
15. So
I'm gonna turn around and shout. The Flint notices 7 doors on each side of the hallway, 15 feet apart evenly.
what was the point of rolling stealth?
I don't know, just felt like doing it honestly.
Oh,
Like
wow.
boom, I'm gone, and then I'm shouting at the other end of the hallway where they don't see me. Ooh. Like a ninja.
The Flint is being a dum dum.
The Flint is having the time
Yes.
of his life. Do not
He's
judge.
having the time of his life.
The Flint is having a midlife crisis.
Tis the day after my birth. I'm allowed to do what I want.
The Flint is gonna get everyone killed.
Wait,
Yes.
was that Flint saying it's his birthday?
Was that
No.
was that Fire Lord confirming
No.
it's Flint's birthday?
No. No.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what
Sounded
you're
like a
talking about.
statement.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
I'll make my way down where Flint is stealthily.
Mm,
Oh, that's
someone's
not what
joining
I
in on
wanted
fun.
to do.
It's D&D, you gotta have fun while you're still alive.
Right?
It's all fun and games till the DM says, man, fuck your character. Lich God.
All fun and games
Stop.
until the DM's like, are you sure?
Dude, seriously.
Real.
We get a lot of those with Shiny. Are you sure you want to do that? No, not anymore.
Not anymore, Joe. Alright, so two of you are going. You have met him. You're only going stealthily? You roll your stealth then.
Yes. Sorry. Dirty 20.
I dirty 20. Yeah, you go stealthily. Inspiration die. There's the inspiration there.
You just see, Flint, you just see Belle kind of appear out
I
of the
mean,
shadows.
he looked. Oh yes,
He's
you see him fade into it, and then you're looking at him. You kind of blink, look away, and look back, and he's right the fuck there.
The Flint is confused. How did you get here?
Can you stop being so loud? You're gonna get us killed.
The Flint will try. As he kind of like loud whispers it back. The Flint is having a good day. I think that maybe we should open one of these doors forcefully.
Do there appear to be any locks on any of the doors?
Roll a perception check.
Typical road. I hear chains clanging.
Natural 19.
None in this hallway appear to have locks.
Okay. I will attempt to pull and or push one of the doors open.
You can just say you try to open the door. I assume you do both.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
He's
we,
going
we
to
did
face
that
it.
last
Oh,
time,
no.
and
The last
No,
time,
I,
they both
I
said push.
specified.
Fair
Flint
enough.
specified push, and then Gulch specified
Well-
push.
well, I specified both, so
Okay. As you do, it does push open from the hallway into the room.
That's what push means.
Yes. Which one are you? I'm assuming you're pushing the one that's near that 40-foot mark.
yeah.
Okay. As you do that, it does open into a similar room, and you are near the right wall, and the room goes off to the left side, where you can see that door that's 15 feet down.
Another door.
That goes into the hallway. And just you can see that those two doors opened into this room, which has various desks through it, which with weird objects on them in various states of decay and lack of use and centuries of sitting there.
I'm gonna go look at some of the objects.
Okay.
Sure.
You do notice that they are various sets there. Roll an investigation check.
Alright. A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. As you get close, you can... I'm assuming you're bringing your drift globe with you.
Yes. It
Okay.
is staying by me.
Natasha is sticking by the globe because otherwise she can't see anything.
Okay. So you guys stealthed over there, and then all of a sudden you hear tick 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 from Natasha.
What's the point of being stealthy?
I
You
don't
guys are
know.
gonna make all this noise.
And
With my disadvantage on stealth.
it's the disadvantage in just walking. As you go in here, you realize these tables are made out of a material you don't know. It's this weird black, extremely well. It's black and there is dust everywhere. You can tell that you don't know what material this table is made out of. there does appear to be a basin of some sorts in these tables. And there are various clear materials that appear to possibly be glass, but something is feeling off about them to you.
Off in what sense?
It feels weird. Like, it looks like glass, but something is tingling the back of your mind that maybe it's weird because there's this weird table. There's probably glass that's not glass kind of thing. You don't know.
Can I make an Arcana check?
The noise in the
I
background.
don't like
That-
that.
I don't like that.
I want y'all to know I'm not controlling the music. I just have the genre picked. It's the AI.
Yeah,
No, you're
well,
con-
its
you're
timing is a little
controlling it.
too perfect in my fucking opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do an
The,
Arcana check.
there is also these weird big box things on the back wall with a clear face, and as you look at those, they do appear to be metallic.
A face.
Everything that's not clear appears to be metallic.
Okay.
So you want to do an Arcana check on
The glass items that are giving me the weird feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I hear footsteps.
I think she'd see him doing that and would like start looking at it too.
Okay.
I got a 15.
15 and 21.
One.
A 15. Huh? What?
I'll join them on it. Never.
Start with a 6. With the 8. There's some glass bitches up in here. The Bell, though, you do know you still can't get a grasp on what feels off about it. You just look at and it's just this weird thought in your head. It's like a gut feeling that it's something's weird, but you can't put your finger on it.
Am I getting like a sinking pit feeling in my stomach from it?
No, not like I need to run thing. It's you're looking at it and it's looking at some. What's that effect where like people see humanoid faces and everything that are not human faces?
Like when you look at a car and it looks like a person's face, but it really isn't.
Yeah, where it
Uncanny Valley?
just looks off. Yeah, the uncanny valley.
Okay.
There's feel like you just feel like
Fantasia.
there's more to it. There's something off about it. You don't know what it is though.
Okay.
With a 21 Arcana though, I will tie this into what your class is and your tool proficiencies, Natasha. You do recognize these as they could be used for alchemical purposes, but these are styles and shapes and things that you don't recognize. You can see how they could be used, but they're strange to you. With a 21 Arcana, roll a history check.
History. 10.
10. You get the idea that with everything else you've discovered, and that you know everything in here is ancient. This is somehow more advanced. You don't know what it is, but it's more advanced than what you have now, even though it's ancient. And you have never seen that metal box. There's 2 of them on the back wall. What are Trinity and Gulch doing right now, by the way?
Trying not to touch anything that she might break.
Are you guys walking with them? Or
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
okay, I just want to make sure.
She's sticking close to Nat because Nat seems to know what Nat's doing.
Okay.
I was like,
She don't trust the boys.
have you guys ever heard of like the scenario in history that constantly repeats itself in all the texts? And it's like civilization will develop these tools and technologies and theories, and seismic event. It changes every time in every story, but something cataclysmic happens and technology is wiped from the universe. Nobody knows. We lose all history, all writings gone, languages die, cultures disappear, tools are vanish, and we reset on technology. And it happens once a millennia, couple millennia, it changes, but on how old everything else is, this is far too advanced. Like, I don't even think we've caught back up to this technology.
Look at the Mayans.
It gives me a weird feeling.
I feel like we shouldn't be here right now.
From those boxes that I saw on the wall before, did they appear to have locks on them, or
The boxes,
observing them more
the big
closely?
things on the back wall.
Yeah.
Okay, to be clear, they are like 7 feet wide and go from the floor to the ceiling, and look to be about 3 or 4 feet deep, like off from the wall, 3 to 4 feet off the wall. The front is.
Can we just open them, or do they
The
have locks, or...
about 2.5 feet off the ground. Sorry, about 3 feet off the ground. From that point out, there is about a 5 foot by 5 foot clear screen that looks to have 3 different tiers that can open, you would assume. One is horizontal on the top, and the other two, it's like there's a T in the face of the seam of these clear panels that appear to be glass or glass like.
Could I make an investigation check as to how it maybe operates or works?
Sure.
14.
A 14. As you get close to it, you can see there's these little knobs or like bulbous forms on each 3 of these panels and appear to hinge. So the 2 bottom ones can hinge out like a regular door, like a two-sided door, and the top one will rotate up. And you can see a little hook for the top one. Inside there is a gray material. You would assume it's also metallic in make. And I guess you can look up. And then from the inside, there's this hole that goes up and 90s into the wall. And from there on, you can't tell where it goes. With this slight grate over it.
Can I attempt to open it?
Sure, which ones are you opening?
I want to try to open up the bottom one first to
Okay.
get whatever
You
that
just
material
opening
is.
one or both?
Both of the bottom ones.
Okay. As you grab those little knobs and pull, there's this. You've touched glass vials. You held one for a while. In fact, you threw one at Professor Totsky. This feels softer than glass, as this is the first time you're touching this material. But it does effortlessly hinge open. And there is a lack of dust on the inside.
I'm going to pick up the item with Mage Hand, just to be safe.
Which item?
The gray
That is
material-esque
the
item.
so like it's kind of like a shelf that has all these little
Oh.
holes and pointed. It's the bottom of what's inside of here.
Oh. Okay.
There's no
What?
actual object inside of it outside of
Okay. Okay.
that base tray thing.
Did it look like what's it called? I'm trying to think, because like some shelves people make like special shelves where like the bottom is a real.
Like hollow.
Yeah.
Oh what? I didn't hear what Flint said.
Like a
Like
hollow
the bottom isn't real on the shelf.
Oh, like a false
and
bottom.
False bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try and pull on it, I guess, or find out.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and pull on it.
It is as the mage hand grabs it, it doesn't move. Or are you grabbing it with your own hands?
Mage hand, mage hand.
Mage hand, it doesn't move.
Okay. Is there anything else in so both of
Actually,
these
hold
boxes?
on
There's
one
nothing
second.
in these.
Hold on one second. Let me double check this. Oh, nope, it's just light enough. Yeah, it's just light enough to where you know if it was much heavier, even a little, Mage Hand wouldn't have been able to pick it up. But it can kind of jiggles a little and picks up.
Oh.
I was thinking it was a little bit heavier than it was.
Okay. What do I see in this bottom?
The bottom is more a metal tray. Or it's just like a smooth bottom rectangle base. But you have this corrugated metallic thing held by Mage Hand.
Could I put this in your bag of holding?
It is bigger than 2 feet.
Okay. Then I'll just set
It
it
is like 3 foot by. Sorry, it's 3 by 4, and it needs to be 2 foot
That's
to
like
fit in.
it's like just.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put it down.
There is this very obvious metallic noise when it hits the ground. This does, like, with your knowledge of metal, you know how limiting Mage Hand is. This, as thick as this is, it's about 2 inches tall, and has lots of weird interjecting angles and stuff of this. And any metal you know of should be heavier than what your Mage Hand should hold, with as much material as is here.
I'm going to attempt to open up the big one.
Okay, the top one, the top door?
Yeah, the top,
Okay.
the big top
Yeah.
door.
It hinges and moves the same.
And you said it's like this big hole with a metal grate on it?
You took the metal grate out of it. On the top inside, there's this hole that has this corrugated mesh metal grate over it on the top.
Okay.
On the ceiling inside of there. The door is that same soft glass-like material. This fucking music.
I'm on edge because of the music. I'm gonna motion over for Gulch to come over here.
Mm-hmm.
You would know that this is also lighter than a sheet of glass this size should be.
What,
And
the
it
big
is,
one?
Yeah, the top one. Because you hold the weight of the top one when you hinge it up versus just versus just hinging them out. The two smaller ones on bottom, their weight is like held by the vertical hinges. the top one's hinge is horizontal, so you have to fold it. It's hanging down, and you have to pick it up to hinge it up.
Oh.
It hinges towards
Okay.
you, and
Oh. Okay.
like you could think of like holding up, picking up your car's hood versus opening your doors, the doors.
Okay.
Because when you open the
So
doors, the
this
weight
one's
is
got
on the
a
hinges.
DeLorean. You got a DeLorean type
I mean, it's like you
situation.
can think of it like that, you know, because there's the weight of the material is in your hands versus on the hinges.
Okay. Can I get Gulch to get the other metal, weird looking metal piece out of the top one?
Yeah, sure.
How do
Why not?
you attempt to remove it?
Me?
Yes. Modum apparatum. Modus apparatum.
Because Gulch wasn't there, he'll walk over.
Mm-hmm.
My voice is kind of shot, so I'm not going to do
No
a
worries.
voice right now. What's going on, Bill?
Can you grab that piece right there?
All right, I'll grab onto it. And what do you want? You want me to lift? Like, what do you?
So if this is on
Do you
the top of this, on the inside, it is on the top, and there is a hole behind it.
do you need assistance?
I think we got it. Thank you, Trin. And Gulch will give it a good old elbow grease try.
Pulling how? Wait, what direction are you pulling this and how?
Bell, what do you want me to do? Push, pull, what?
I want to be able to get into that hole if it takes you ripping it off.
Why do you want to get in this hole?
Because I want to figure out what's going on.
I
I
think
don't
he
know
wants
if I
to
want to
collect
get in it.
another door handle.
I want to be able to look in the hole clearly without anything being in the way.
Okay. Can't I just lift it up and hold it for him?
So you have a box. He has opened the box. On the top of the inside of the box, that is where the metal and the hole is. It is sitting there in the air, blocking the hole in the top of the box.
Okay, I'll just rip at it. I don't care. I'll rip at it.
Roll an athletics check.
Trinity needs to say
Nat
a prayer.
20.
This music
Nat
is
20.
scary.
As you like slide your claws into the gaps of this corrugated metal, and you pull down, and there's this hinge, and it actually starts to bend before bang pops loose, and some other clamps that were holding it in place fly off, and this weird. No, you guys know what screws are. There's screws that fall down.
You couldn't have just unscrewed it, Bill?
No.
Alright, he'll throw whatever's in his hand over his shoulder.
Okay. That one does ting 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 against stuff. The hole
Did
is
I do that?
the hole is about
This
8
music
inches.
is gonna be an edge.
The hole's about 8 inches round.
And the hole is going up, right?
It ups and then it arcs towards the wall. As you look here and you have like an unobstructed viewpoint, I'm assuming you're bringing your drift globe over so you can get a direct light.
Yes.
As you
Yes.
you do, you see this weird contraction inside the hole with things that look like a windmill, like windmill blades almost, sitting there. And there's this weird cylindrical object that's held in place.
Does it look like we could get in there at all? Could I climb through?
An
Am I
8-inch
gonna
hole.
fall? Yeah. 8 inches wide, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could fit in an 8-inch hole.
Your arm, maybe.
Your arm and head. Your shoulders are more than 8 inches, though.
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have a measuring tape on me.
You know, with enough
Opti
force-
says men don't know how big
Yeah.
an inch is.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You're right, but damn. You know, gotta point it out.
Men over exaggerate measurements all the time.
I'll go get the goddamn tape measure.
I
Men
have so many friends who say like this tiny little inch fish was like 8 feet long.
8 foot
I have
long.
no idea how many adult men come up and ask for like a 2-inch steak. Their fingers are like 5 inches apart.
Oh my god.
I feel that.
Okay.
I just kind of
Okay.
shoot a glance at the wife.
Belle, you know those
Yeah.
like those legs on those tables at work,
Uh-huh.
the red ones. Those are 2
Yeah.
inches wide, so 4 of them.
Ah. Okay, never mind.
I was like, what's something he knows in real life that he knows the exact size of?
I mean, it's like a
Um,
little bit shorter than your forearm.
Yeah.
could I do a perception check to see if I see like a door on the other side of that room that I'm looking in, or
It
is it a room, or is it just like
no,
a chamber?
it's a tube that bends into the
Oh.
towards the wall, and then it gets past your point of view. It 90s, and then you can't see past of it because there's this thing in the way.
Okay. I'll get down. I'll get down and
You guys, you can
step back.
You start working with that tape measure.
work with that
Learn your
temperature.
inches.
Yeah.
Anyone else? What everyone else doing?
What is going on in the room around?
It's
Are we just
sitting.
in a?
You were
That's what he's asking.
in this room.
What?
Stan, what are you doing?
What's in this room? Like,
There
there's no
are
visual. So
4. I mean, there's several tables with holes with sinks inside of them. Weird glass-like objects on the tables. And you see these.
has anyone
big
touched the
boxes.
glass-like objects yet?
The only touching of the glass-like objects have been the doors on this giant thing.
I want to go investigate those glass-like objects on the table area.
Okay, how are you investigating it then? I'm assuming they're touching them and stuff, right?
Yep, with the one, basically a 2.
You, even then,
wait, that's intimidation. That
Okay.
was the wrong roll. Slightly better.
Oh, so it would have been a 0. You still know what a glass vial feels like. You've held it. These are lighter and they're softer to the touch than glass.
You didn't describe them as vials, so I thought they were like glass figurines. Maybe you didn't really give them a description. So I'm just seeing what's around the room. Anything of interest, mainly.
It's the same things on every table.
Does anyone know why there's a lot of glass vials in this room?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. First thing that popped into my head for some odd reason.
Hey, let's just be happy if they're not filled with blood.
Ooh, blood? I
No, they're
mean,
not.
if we need to add blood, I may know a guy.
No, let's be happy there's no blood involved.
By chance, I saw that blood vial on me.
Have you given it to someone?
I can't remember if I did or
I
did not.
think we turned it into teachers so that they can investigate what type of blood it was.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember if I actually gave it to him or just like took it back.
No, you gave it to him.
I
We
did.
checked
Mhm.
it.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
What's everyone else doing?
Is there any other things in the room like what the boys are doing with the door? Is there any other way out of the room?
It's those two doors, and then that are on the hallway side, and then
Mm.
these desks and vials and these weird objects on the wall.
Can I go look at the objects on the wall?
Yes.
Shining his head. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
I mean, everyone's been looking at it.
Well, to be fair, it's hard to visualize the room when I don't see a map. So sorry, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to figure out what's around. Not
Yeah,
saying we need a map. It's just I work better with visuals.
I thought I was doing a pretty good job looking at the giant ominous fucking box, but you know, like,
You're doing a good job, but I'm saying I don't do a good job.
I
I
think
want
I
to visit you.
I'm doing pretty shit. I won't lie.
I
I'm
want
trying
to go
over here.
invest in like the imaging things on the wall.
Oh, okay. I am operating on the point that everyone has been saying everything they found and discovered and figured out to the rest of the
Yes.
group. What
I
are
have
you
at least.
what are you trying to obtain that Belle hasn't?
Knowledge.
Any kind of I'm basically seeing if there's any kind of like hidden levers or hidden
Okay.
anything possible. My brain is going to like this is a secret room, so there must be
Okay.
a hidden something
So
to go
you're
to the next
like
part of the room.
you're so investigating. You're looking around the object. You're running your hands along. You're looking for secret things. Then, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you
Trinity's going like an escape room
on
mindset.
the outside of this, on the front,
Oh my word, that's so creepy.
my music is like half a second delayed from you.
Sorry,
Which
I
I
got
don't know
jump scared
why.
about that music right there.
So as you like run your hand across the outside, and as you run it
Can I
right
touch
above,
the thing, I get that noise.
as you put your hand above that top vertical or that horizontal piece of glass-like material, right above it on the metal, there's this little slight texture change, and it feels like glass all of a sudden. That's perfectly in line with the metal siding. Nothing's happening when you touch it, but it's a different material, and it feels different from the glass you're used to. But it feels more like glass than those vials did.
Interesting, confusing, but interesting.
Ominous.
I found something here, guys. Don't know what it means just yet, but I found something.
All right.
Excuse me.
Is what I found kind of like looking for something? Is it like a placeholder, like looking for something to go and slot into it? Maybe.
No, it's smooth and it's solid. You
Okay.
don't know what's up it, but it's like 2 feet wide. It's half the size of this giant metal box thing.
Can I pick it up, or is it
No,
inlaid where
it
it's at?
feels like it's part of the. It is perfectly level and smooth with the metal inlaid into it.
Shit.
It doesn't.
Can I?
It feels
Is
solid
it
in
pushable like
place.
a button?
Oh.
Can I
okay.
push it like a button?
It does feel solid in place.
So it's not a pushable button.
WD-40 that shit, but you're
I lost.
Natasha, what you messaged me. As you are looking around, you do look up on the ceiling, and since we have all these light sources here that have larger than 2 foot of light, um, the ceiling is squared, and there are various. At first you're like, what is that? And then there are these extra long squares that have this weird texture. Each square is about 2 foot by 2 foot, with this smooth material that runs between each of those grids.
It's like a freaking classroom ceiling.
Mhm.
We are in prison.
Wait, are we in prison? Did you say that?
No, that looks
Seems
definitely
like, because he said it looked like a school ceiling.
Oh no.
And like, how high is the ceiling?
In this room, it is just over 9 feet. The hallway is about 12. It's a little bit taller.
we're in alchemy class. Dun, dun,
Mm-hmm.
dun.
Look, that's what
I
I've been
hope
thinking
no
the
one's
whole
mom
time.
died.
There's a bunch of tables with beakers.
Mm-hmm.
Just for shits and
Like, is it-
giggles, then I'm going to run out the door across the hall and open that door and look inside.
The one across the hall, as you go and look inside
Yep.
of that, as you look inside of that one, there are some various other machines there that sit about 2 foot by 2 foot wide and about 4 feet tall, with this weird dome over the top, covered in dust. There, alongside of it, are these strange rectangles that are about a half an inch wide and 2 foot wide. They are shorter than they are wider, and this weird rectangle with buttons sitting in front of them. You see about 4 of them.
Fucking my shop class now? Damn. Guys, not to make me or I forgot what the name of your character was, Ven.
Natasha.
Not to make me or
Uh,
Natasha sound maybe right about this, but we could be in an abandoned ancient school. The books, the beakers, whatever the hell this crap is. It's tying together like a school.
that does make sense. Would it? Are we trapped down here, or like?
I hope not. I hate school. Even
Is
though I
this like a
volunteered at
detention
school.
hall?
Detention hall.
Mhm.
Technically any class could be your detention hall. Just depends what teacher's doing detention that day. Don't ask.
I wouldn't know. I don't. I never went to detention.
Right, I'm my fair share
I
of
went
this
to
one.
detention in middle school.
Whose nose did you break?
Oh, I didn't remember
I
that. Yeah.
was kicking the wheels on the indoor volleyball net things. I was like spinning the wheels and I didn't stop.
That's so dumb. See,
It's so
No.
stupid. Yeah.
It was so
It's-
stupid.
they sent you to detention for that.
Yeah.
I broke a kid's nose and I just got a slap on the wrist. The hell?
All right. We can tell
I
stories.
mean, it was
later.
self-defense, but still.
Okay, so music gets creepy when we go to touch stuff. So, are we exploring
I'm gonna go
further
look
down
into.
the hall?
Yeah, I'm gonna look in
Yeah.
the room next to the room that we were all just into.
I'll make my way out and go with Flint, because I'm kind of done in
The
here.
the hole
That
that
is
you guys
fine.
found, is it big enough, or for any of those pets that we have tamed to go in? Maybe.
Can I send Arthur through?
Arthur's the weasel?
Oh.
No, Arthur's my frog.
Oh, the frog. That's right.
Frog.
So I was trying
The
to.
fucking frog.
The
Wait,
frog.
what happened to the chicken?
The chicken is at
Don't
his
It's in
worry
room.
my
about
dorm.
the chicken.
He
Don't
said it was.
worry about
Don't
the
worry about
chicken.
So the frog, you can squeeze your hand past like the blades of this. I'm just gonna call it a fan because I'm tired of describing other things. Um, Past the blades, it can kind of put your frog up there. Kind of sits
Go
there.
on, Arthur. I'm counting on you, and I'll like push him with 2 fingers, just like
You're gonna
poke
push
his
him like
butt.
at like the frog races, people like slamming the table near him, like go. um, you can hear the slight echoey as he's a frog making a few jumps on metal.
This music is really on key.
It really is.
It's so creepy.
Okay, and
This is
he goes
creepy as hell.
past your reach.
All right, Arthur. Report back.
Roll an animal handling.
Oh, where'd my nice guy? Where's my nice guy? Animal handling. Animal handling. Oh wow, +4.
Oh wow!
Oh, that fell off. 19.
Oh,
He
that's
comes
a lot better than I thought.
He comes right back and like kind of lands in your hand and like.
All right, Arthur. What did you find out?
What does that mean in frog speak?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did no one think to use a creature that can communicate with?
Does anyone here know a spell to help communicate with animals?
The one who isn't here.
The one
Yeah,
that
I was
isn't
gonna
here.
say the one who isn't here.
God fucking damn it! One time! Fucker.
But you did want to look down at the next set of doors, right?
Yeah.
There is only
Yeah,
one on the right side of that hallway as you go down, before the hallway turns 90 degrees.
Okay. But
As you open that one, it opens up and is about this 5 foot wide, about 10-15 foot deep. In the back corner, you can see lots of mops, but they, again, are made out of a weird material. And in the base, in the other corner in the back, it kind of raises up a few inches, and there's this like basin with this metallic grate
it's a
in
drain.
the center of it. It's a drain.
Jesus Christ. Just say it's a drain.
Let me be weird.
We will be here forever. It's a drain.
Yeah, it is a janitor's closet.
I
Since
kind
you
of figured.
want to be like that. With
Not to make
not
not
what?
to make it 2 hours.
And it has this other weird con.
Heyo.
Ew.
Is he in here or in chat?
In
'Cause
chat,
depending on
he
your
just
answer-
resubbed for 3 months.
He's a bitch for not being here. Fuck you.
3 month remote
We miss
heckle
you.
from a fancy work dinner. Can't hear either punks. Also, I cast Vicious Mockery on Flint.
Fuck you, man.
Let me type.
Are you seriously about to let him cast that on me?
Yes.
Sure. What's it? A wisdom save?
I'll make it.
Even when he's not here, I'm still getting shit canned.
You wanted to say it's a drain.
Dry. It's payback.
You're just salty.
Hey, at least he's well seasoned.
Oh.
Ooh.
Uh,
I like that. That was funny.
Okay.
I'll go for any of you say. That
Oh,
was funny.
Flint. I did.
He did a what? Did a thing.
What would you like to have because of your birthday?
What do you
Fate,
mean?
a fate die. You know, what, we'll give you a.
How about a just
It is
cool looking
a.
But
weapon?
It's a.
removing his
It's
fate
a.
die.
No. That was something I added. I was gonna ask him if he wanted a fate die or, let's just make it a god die. So change the
A what?
d20 to. It's a fate die without the consequence.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because your birthday.
Aw, appreciate you. Even though I'm gonna completely forget about it in the future. And
You're gonna ask,
it's
what's a
looking
god
cool.
die?
Gee.
So, do we proceed down this way and go around the corner, or
Yeah,
do we go
sure.
back and look in the other way?
Surprised me. I'll let someone else make a decision.
Let's keep going this way.
As you guys turn around the corner, and look, there's about 10 feet down, there is these weird panels on the wall, and then this door that is more this weird glass-like material, and then a small room and another door and a hallway. There is a big, looks like a push button on the right side, on your side of the this little chamber, and a uh, another set. There's two more on the inside of the chamber and one on the other side, on the hallway on the other side.
Buttons, big buttons.
Mm-hmm.
What if we
As you
try to hit the? How many buttons are there in total?
four, one on either side of both doors.
What if?
I'll go to a button for you.
As you
I'll
approach it, Trinity, they appear almost translucent and clear, like they're glass. They make you think of stained glass, except instead of the,
Interesting.
you know what? Yeah, they make you think of stained glass, but it's more of this weird material.
Hello, cat.
Interesting.
They are a dark clear.
What if we all try to press the buttons at the same time?
So you have the door. You have one on your side. There's another one on the other side of this door. Room. And then you have on either of the other door. There's one on either side of those.
By the other side, do you mean the left and right side, or on our side and the opposite side?
Our side and the opposite side. There is only
so
one.
we can reach
one
two
button.
buttons.
One button you can reach.
Yeah, but there's two doors.
A
There's
straight
the door
hallway.
On the other side of the door.
The other side
Okay,
of
so
it,
it's
because there is a
hallway
room.
door.
Hallway, door, room, door, hallway.
Okay, so we're looking through one door to see the other
Yes,
door.
the doors are made out of this weird clear material.
Okay.
Okay, I got you.
Trinity, press the button.
I pushed the button.
That was adorable.
I'm announcing
That
to
was-
the party. I'm pushing the button.
That was extra adorable.
She gets advantage for being adorable.
You hear this click, and about half a second later, the button slides back out.
Nothing happened.
That
pushes the button again.
I was about to say, before you push it, does anyone have higher than a 15 passive perception? Gulch, you're gonna
I got
add
13.
Add 5 to your passive, Gulch, and tell me what that is.
5 to my passive is a total of 19.
19.
Damn.
Because it's based on hearing, that's why I'm asking. Because he has advantage, which counts as a +5 to your passive. Um, you hear this very soft hum. And by soft, I mean, so sorry. How many people had above a 15?
None.
Gulch, you hear.
Wait, what were you guys? What were we supposed to roll?
No, your
Nothing. It's
passive
passive
perception.
perception.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I
What was
didn't hear a
yours?
roll. Sorry.
What's your
My
passive?
passive perception is 14.
14. Okay. Gulch, you hear this soft hum. And it kind of. And then a few heartbeats later, you hear a. And then a more humming further down. And you can hear it traveling back down the hallway the way you came.
I'm gonna slowly follow the sound.
Back down the hallway. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Natasha, are you still gonna push the button again, or gonna follow Gulch?
What does Gulch do? Like, is he just
He
like
is
walking away, or like does he react to a sound and then walk away?
He
probably.
doesn't vocalize it, but he looks confused and is looking around and is very slowly, meticulously walking away.
Okay, she probably follow that then.
Okay. As you go
It's like
down,
you reacted to something.
about 40 feet past that first room you walked in after that spiral staircase, where you decided to go right and go down this hallway, going past that, you see it becomes this, again, the glass like material, but on one side. And this chamber that's on the other side goes down about 20 feet. As you bring the light orb over and it comes around the corner, past into there, I'm saying those with dark vision can see past the range of the light, an additional whatever it is past that light source. You can see these 5 massive cylindrical objects that go from the chamber on the other side is about 50 feet tall, and it drops down and it goes a little bit past above the ceiling where you guys are. These weird blue filled liquid inside. And you can hear that almost mechanical, but not quite mechanical, going towards those things. On the ground inside, you guys can see various other spots with these weird thin boxes on tables all over the place. Lots of them all over on several rooms. And if you continue going past this doorway, or this clear pass through, look, there is a door with a staircase down.
Is it just me, or is this getting more and more ominous?
Yeah, I agree.
Like in the best possible way.
Oh, one more thing. In between those vials, in the center, there's this rectangular box. You can't. There's something inside of it that you can't make out from this distance. And the box is about 1.5 by 1.5 by 1.5 square. That's sitting on top of this metallic pillar. Then the box is sitting about eye level for most humans. Or humanoids.
Can we get to the box?
Um, you can't enter this room from here, but there is a staircase that you can walk down to and see if you can get in that way.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to let it go.
As you enter here, there's this walkway is stranger. It's about 20 foot by 15 foot. And this staircase is made out of metal, different from anything you guys recognize. And Natasha, you work at a blacksmith. You know metal. This isn't a metal that you recognize. It's extremely thin, and but however, when you walk on it, it doesn't give any, and it echoes as you walk down this steps going diagonally, turn around, steps diagonally down. That any of you players would recognize as like regular staircases in like anything you go to.
Is there any way that, like, is it just like flush, or is like there any way she can like sample it?
Sample what?
Like, is there something that she could pry off, or something to take
How
into
would
a place that she can actually see?
how would you attempt to gather it? Where, like, are you trying to scrape off some material with like a blade or something, or
Is there
as
so
you
like
as players you recognize this as like a stairway with handrails and
yeah
metal
the
steps coming out of the wall.
are the steps like a separate material than the hallway's floor?
The walls are stone-like, although they seem smoother than what stone would be. It's
So
like a
is
polished
there
stone
like a
material.
crack at the end of the metal she could pry something in to? She's got tools. Yeah, I mean she's got like
What are you trying to take?
hitting.
The solid
She's
metal
trying to rip.
steps?
I don't know. She's looking for anything that looks like she could pry something off of this weird material that she's never seen before. She knows metal. This is weird metal. She wants some.
It looks solid. Like, you could probably try and scrape some of the material off with something. You know that harder things scrape softer things. And all this metal has been soft, but it's been extremely sturdy.
I mean, she's got smith tools in her bag.
So, like, you could scrape off material, but, like, there's nothing in here that looks loose. It's solid.
I mean, she'll try to scrape some off, but she'll keep an eye out for anything that's like broken off or a small piece.
Whereas the books and stuff like that are decaying due to age, this metallic object hasn't rusted. There's not an ounce of rust anywhere on any metal you've seen.
This place is very confusing.
Like, outside of the books and the dust, this is in mint condition outside of, the decayable objects.
I think like she would like at a certain point come to that conclusion, and it's like kind of give up on the salvaging idea to bring back to.
You can scrape off a lot of, metal flakes with like some hard metal tools that you have and like collect them in a vial.
I'm gonna go back to that other room and steal a vial, because I don't have anything.
Okay. You grab one and collect some strange metal flakes. Shavings, if you want to call it that. As you finish going down this staircase, which if anyone has like been in like the parking garages with the metal staircases, that solid echo that happens in them as you all walk down this metallic staircase, which there's no supporting beams underneath them. It's just straight metal into the wall, and it confuses everyone, and I think it confuses Natasha even more because of her knowledge of metals and stuff.
This is what happens when we lose players. We all get dumb.
As you reach the end of the staircase, there is this door. There's these two panels of that same glass-like material with a handle on both sides, where it looks like a metal handle that has this perfect bend down about 8 inches, and then bends back and looks to go through the glass panel on both panels. Who approaches the door?
I guess I'll approach the door.
Okay. Assume you're gonna open it.
Everyone else seems too scared. I approach the door with a quick prayer to my God.
So, as you take charge to protect your allies, you grab hold of this and you open it. They do open into the room. And they feel like lightness. They feel not lightness, weightless, pushing open. And this chamber is about 120 feet wide and 50
big chamber.
50 feet deep, and about 50 foot tall, or 40 feet tall, like I said. As you take charge, just a metal axe swings from the ceiling. So where do you go? What do you look at? Most of it is empty outside of the giant pillars with this blue material liquid inside.
I poke my head into the room. Hello? Anyone here? I think
And
it's empty, guys.
It echoes about 3 or 4 times with your voice. And you see the slight yellow glow from that
I don't think it's empty, guys.
from like the glass. And I mean by slight, I mean like the tiniest, not even providing dim light, just a slight soft glow from something inside of that glass cube that's on that pedestal.
The pedestal's in the room that I just opened.
Mm-hmm.
I go towards it very cautiously.
That's on your butt.
I'll go with Trinity.
What?
I'll go with you.
Okay.
And that's like with you.
Should I touch it?
As you approach it, I mean, like you're within like 5 feet of it, kind of looking at it. Sitting on top of this soft, plushy material that has no dust. It looks almost like velvet pillow, almost material. There is this perfectly mirrored in like all 8 directions and stuff. It's this weird object that has a sphere that's cut into several sections, like on X, Y, and Z axis. There is this slight crack down it, and then sitting around it are 8 cylindrical pyramids, cones, that seem to be floating near it. And in the center is this single dark, reflective sphere that's only on one side of it.
Can I use my divine sense?
Yeah, what does that do exactly?
Divine sense. It pretty much lets me know if there's any. Lets me know if there's any presence of strong evil registered on your sense of like noxious
Okay.
odor, powerful good. Pretty much anything good
Okay.
or evil kind of I get 2 limited uses per long rest. So I use one of my uses. Did I notice anything?
You hear this
I'm doing a quick
very.
prayer to.
You
Sorry.
hear a very, very soft and muted musical tone throughout your ears as you cast this.
Does anyone else hear that? It's just me.
No, you know that's part of your divine sense,
Okay.
but it's very soft.
I don't know if that's considered good or bad. Oh my word, that's creepy.
Bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad.
Read read the first few lines of that spell,
Okay.
or the ability. It's not a spell.
The,
Just
the presence of strong evil registers on your senses, so that's evil.
as senses like a noxious odor.
It's older and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your
That was
awareness to touch
that's
such
all that
voices.
mattered. Up to
Yeah.
you.
I heard a nice
So
ping.
I heard music, so I'm not thinking good. Bad stuff nearby, I'm guessing.
Ma'am.
Read
Evil.
that again.
The other way.
Evil is odor. Powerful
Evil is
good rings
older.
like heavenly music.
Okay. I read the all as one thing. I'm
There
dumb.
you
I read the all
go.
as one thing. So something's good nearby, even though the creepy ominous of this room. So something's good is nearby.
You know the within 60. It's none of those.
Okay, music. We understand. Creepy.
Yeah, you don't know what ping that is, right? It's just everything within
Yeah.
everything
It just
within
lets me
the
know within
range.
60 feet.
Um,
Yeah.
I think you hear. I'm assuming you tune out
You
the
know the
senses of
location
your
of any
allies.
celestial fiend
Yeah, it's not a celestial fiend
or
or
undead.
undead,
Okay.
and nobody in your party is celestial fiend or undead.
That I'm aware of.
From
I
the
mean, I would know
ability,
Aware
now.
of
you
now.
are aware of that now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm aware of it now. Huh, good to know. None of you guys are lying about your species. Yay.
From Natasha is still human.
Natasha is
Um,
still human.
You said the.
I,
Sorry.
you're good. So there's something good nearby. I can't tell from where. So I want to touch the thing on me since I got good vibes.
So it is inside of that metal casing thing.
Can I not open it?
Okay, she hadn't yet, so that's why I was clarifying.
No, you're good. I, I thought you were meaning like it was locked or something.
It's sitting smoothest on top of that, and that red velvet material is inside of that glass-like encasing.
I open the container and attempt to grasp the item.
As you grab like the metal or sorry, not metal, the glass-like casing around it, as soon as you lift it up, that sphere on the center of that sitting center of that object on the inside lights up as rich, radiant blue, and the whole sphere, whole apparatus thing, kind of opens up. Those 8 sections of the larger sphere separate some, and that blue sphere goes to the center as all of them start to swirl in the air around you.
Trinity.
Well, I don't
It's
know
been a
what I
while
did, but
since
it's
I've
pretty.
seen people.
Oh no. Hi. Sorry. Sorry to wake you. Do I see anybody or did I just hear them?
What, me?
Who's speaking?
I am.
I think
And
Opti was asking.
as you hear that voice, you can see
Do
that
we
blue
see them
sphere.
or just hear them?
You can see the blue sphere in the
Okay, okay.
center pulsing with the words.
Oh, so we don't. Uh. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Are you trapped in this sphere?
No.
Or are you the sphere?
Ah. On the nose there, aren't
I
you?
never. I never met a
Well then.
sentient sphere before.
As like the hemispheres are like twisting, and you guys get this weird uncanny feeling that it is in a way looking around the room. And so you can think of like how a Rubik's cube twists and turns and stuff. Those 8 quadrants of of the big sphere are twisting and turning like that. Seems to be in disrepair. Must
Do
have been a while.
you happen to have a name? Or something I can call you other than the glowing sphere? Because that's kind of a tongue twister.
Union.
Union. Ooh, that's a pretty name.
Nah, thank
How
you.
long have you been down here, Union?
What year is it?
What year is it? I don't know. I'm updated, so this is not Trinity.
2134.
It's a year.
2134.
2134?
Post-war.
Post
So
war.
it's like PW.
2134 post war.
I have no
I think
idea.
it's the year 2134 post war.
Would Natasha know what year would be in old? Like, if it didn't start counting post-war, would she know what year would be? Like Julian calendars and stuff.
You know that is like kind of saying like AD, like people say like BC and AC. It's akin, like post-war is like AC. We don't.
Yeah.
What do you say? What would they have called it before him, kind of thing?
During the war? Before the war?
I mean, it's
Or just.
you probably don't know what they called it
Yeah, I don't know.
because I mean, the average person. Do you know what? I mean, because we didn't count time like that.
Yeah. Do you know how long you've been down here, Union?
I believe that would be
Better question.
the same answer as how long I've been here. I don't know
Better
what
question.
post-war
What
means.
year? What was the last date that you remember?
Hmm. 1786. What was this? Vilgus.
Do I know what that is?
Roll a history check. Anyone can roll a history check if you want.
Okay.
Let's miss the jack, people.
I got a 12.
Oh well,
Trinity got
Trinity.
a net 22.
I have a dirty 20.
I'm just stupid.
Do you have anything to add to that, Trinity? Is like any way you can
What
add
do you mean
something.
add?
Is there anything you have that can add to that roll?
It's a nat 20 plus 2.
Is there anything
No,
you can
that's not what it
add
is.
to the number of a 22?
I'm confused by
Like
this
description wise.
Do you have an ability that lets you
Oh!
add numbers to the roll?
Do
I'm asking
That's
you.
what we're asking you.
I don't think so.
Okay. Because you were close to additional information.
don't-
That's why I'm asking.
I don't
'Cause you
think
were-
I do.
Okay, because you were close to
Oh no.
additional information. That's why I was asking.
I
Oh,
mean,
you confused me like you knew something I could do that I didn't.
It was a question. Do you have something?
The way
um,
you asked was so intimidating, man.
so the name rings the slightest of names that has to do with a forgotten language. And this is one
Oh.
that it's like, so like we knew until recently, we knew the hieroglyphs, but we didn't know
Mhm.
what they meant. We didn't have a translation kind of thing until more recently. We have, it's, this is a language that has been found on ancient things sunk deep in the ocean, out, like ocean, like out here. Um, and it's only, it's been called that because there've been the few collected pieces of this powerful casters that have the spell that's similar, that Leorn casts, tongues that lets him understand or comprehend languages, cast at high levels lets them piece together more complex pieces. um, they get
Tiny.
a name. Hmm?
It's too late for cast guidance on that, wasn't
Yes,
it?
guidance is not a reaction.
Okay, that's what I thought.
um
Yeah.
so it's this, it's been a name that has been associated, as has been found a few times in it, but people don't know how
Mhm.
to descramble it because they haven't had enough to decode it. It's like the spell just tells you what it says. It lets you understand it, but it doesn't translate it for you. But there's this. It's this very very ancient language. That's probably the number one on the, if we find this, we make all the grant money we could ever want number list.
hmm.
So you are very old. Sorry.
I assume that.
What? Do you know why you're down here?
I was powering this place, trying to
This
help
place
fight the
seems.
war.
This. Oh, so during the war. Interesting. This place seems abandoned. Do
Well,
you happen to have any memory
if we
of what
put it
happened?
like this, if you have a date that has started after the one that I know, and you are in the several thousands, I would assume it has been long since gone for even more than your number of years.
Yeah, obviously. But I mean, like the way this place just empty seems like it's been forgotten, and it's kind of sad. And it seems like it was once important.
Um,
So
it
I'm confused why it was abandoned.
While talking to you, it is moving around the area, and it's looking at the closest vat thing, which is like 20 feet wide, cylinder
Mm-hmm.
all the way up. And
Mm-hmm.
as he gets, I keep saying he, as it gets near this rectangle box thing, there's this little zzz of weird arcane energy, and the box lights up with an unknown script, and light pours out from it. And it begins scrolling through text. I would happen to guess we probably lost the war.
Was
We
Or
did
that?
lose the war?
That kind of leads into my question. Who were you allied with?
well, it was all of us against the others. the outers. There we go. And you see dozens of massive bubbles start pouring up out of the cylinder he's in front of, and it begins to glow. And then you see as lights start turning on. They are dim, but they are illuminating everything. And through that glass-like panel that you guys were looking at this room from, you can see as lights start lighting up on the ceiling in the hallway. He levitates over to the next one.
Can I see now?
Yeah, it's dim, but it's like you can think of like emergency lighting level.
It's still pretty bright.
It's light enough to
enough?
see. It is light enough
It
to
is
see.
enough.
Yeah.
What was this place? I was asking it a question.
Yeah. He goes, Well, considering whatever government was then probably isn't here anymore. Do you know of those survivors? Or the champions? As it's moved on to the next kind of cylinder and is done the same thing with that panel. Has started scrolling through the menus there.
Another history check.
Yeah.
24.
Did it say champions?
The champions or the survivors.
Of the war, I'm guessing.
Of a war. Yeah. Anyone else rolling?
Yeah, why not?
I rolled a 14, so I'm pretty sure I didn't get.
I got a
anything for
24.
that.
Where are you? I can't read.
Wow. Look at all these.
Another natural 22.
Look at this.
And I got a fucking 9. God damn it.
You know what? The two nat 20s in a row. Let's. There's this, and I cannot emphasize fairy tale enough that not even those that pretend to believe it, to scare kids, believe it. Nobody believes this is real. There was this fight of these weird monsters that entered the world of the past, causing chaos and hell to raise, destroying every city and slaughtering everyone inside of it. The world collected the most powerful casters and summoned 6 champions, one for each nation that was present then, to fight. Together, they helped build a force who refer to themselves as the survivors.
Shield Hero.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
Fighting against this force, they had unimaginable power and knowledge beyond anything they had. It advanced the world centuries. They completed with what they called, with this weird thing they knew. They knew how the world worked in ways nobody understood. They were the brightest minds, wizards and witches. Isekai 101. And they ended up fighting back the nation, those invaders. However, the ending stories and the war itself changes every time. The only facts that stick is that there were some people that were brought here from that were summoned, created, awakened, And they fought this evil, and the evils change every time. But that's myth and legend. That's fake. That never happened.
And is this to all of us?
No,
It's like
that's
a
the
fairy
only
tale
nat 20. That's the double nat 20
Okay.
reward to Trinity.
What about the 24?
A 24 didn't do anything?
That was extra for the double nat 20s.
Okay. It was like it's the same info.
The 24, you know that there's this. The war had names like that. The war that created the ocean that you all look upon outside of Markash. The ocean that's surrounded by land.
Oh my god. There's a giant crater.
An archipelago.
We can go back to
I know big words.
the known world. But you guys know as the inmost sea.
That's big.
Oh, that's not even. I don't have the scales right here.
It's an archipelago.
I need to readjust the scaling on this map, but okay.
Guys, he's reading. Run. It's our chance to escape.
It's our chance to escape.
I want to check out like above table while you're doing whatever you're doing. I want to check out these like big like glass things filled with that liquid, but I'm scared if I do, I'm gonna see something floating in it.
As the second
So
one lights up
terrifying.
and the lights get a little bit stronger.
Just make me do it. Just say, hey, Flint, come take a look at this shit. Okay.
As the second pillar is
There's more stuff in the room. You wanna go look?
yeah, as the second pillar is activated, you can hear that same poof as bubbles rush up in that one, and it starts to glow, and the lights fully illuminate the area now, as it flies back across the room to the third one.
What are you doing right now? What are all these things?
Turning everything on. They're power sources.
For what?
Everything.
Exactly.
What were you fighting for during the war?
Well, by the time I came around, others like me.
If there was more like you?
Oh, yes.
It's Union.
Yes.
Oh, fair.
A union? Come on.
No. My name's Union.
I'm being a smart ass above table. A union.
Oh.
Go ahead.
We're,
continue.
we're weapons.
Not to be rude, but what are you? You're a weapon. I was gonna say, what are you? You were about to
I
tell
beat
me.
you to the punch.
We got our answer. You heard it here, folks. It's a weapon.
Are you still currently a weapon, or have you lost your power?
No. Weapons are not good or bad. It's how you use them.
I'm just asking if they're whatever it is, gender non-informational.
They are.
I'm wondering if they're still usable as a weapon. Is what I'm asking. Like, are we in danger of
Well,
the weapon going off?
they are turning everything on.
like the
I would
rest.
assume it's
So I'm wondering, are you still functional at 100%?
I wouldn't say 100.
Good 75.
Can I
I'm
As you
just,
can I
guys,
I'm
really quick? It's not a
yeah,
talking thing. It's more of an action thing.
yeah.
Can I? Because you said it's at another uh like
It's at
big
the
thing. Like
third. It's
it's
at
been
the
doing.
third one.
Can I use my mage hand to and kind of push it back from that?
I will, as your mage hand tries to push on it, it is more than your mage hand can do. Um, it's also not physically
what?
touching them. These panel things. Um, about this
No, don't
time,
smart it.
that first one that it activated on, you see this metallic cylinder rise up, starting to rise up from underneath, inside of the blue liquid.
I'm just wondering, are we in danger if you decide to power up? Because what's above is this room is not what you know, and you might kill a lot of people if you activate fully.
I mean, it's a weapon.
Are you not a weapon then? Can you not fight?
Everyone is a weapon. Everyone is a weapon in their own way. I'm just making sure you are sentient enough to be aware of to only attack those who harm you and don't hurt innocents.
Have I attacked you?
No. I'm not saying you
Time.
have or not.
Trinity,
I'm just
you're
trying to
digging a
prevent.
hole, Trinity. Know about that. I do that a lot.
I would know
Um,
about that. I do it a
but
lot.
All we're
I'm just trying
um,
to
Damn.
prevent
what
anything from happening.
what's your
all
goal?
we're-
I'm turning everything back
After
on.
turning everything on. After
Well,
that,
that depends on what I can find. I have
What
to
are you
figure
looking
out
for? Maybe we
where.
could help.
Well, I have to find the answers to those questions you've been asking.
True, fair.
Say.
I mean, we are asking a lot of questions. I am sorry about that, but you were very interesting.
As the third pillar is activated, the same and bubbles rise up. You can start to hear clicking and soft whirring noises as above table as engines start to like whir up, like fans are kicking on where they're extra loud at first and they get quieter
Hmm.
throughout the
So,
area.
guys, not to be the voice of reason for once in a lifetime, but either we should get the hell out of Dodge or kill this son of a bitch and get the hell out of Dodge.
I'm
But
assuming
he's
that's above table.
from
I'm saying this in game.
Oh, in game, you're
why do
just saying
you
we need to kill you. In game,
I backhand him.
Or get
what?
the
not to
hell
be the
out of
voice of
Dodge.
reason. God
That's
damn
Why would
not
you want
reason.
Okay,
why
He's
would you
done
want to try and
nothing.
kill me?
Exactly.
because if you're activating a weapon that could do something
Who said it's a
potentially
weapon?
bad,
I said I'm a weapon.
And
yeah,
what
and
are
you're
you
completely
activating?
The power. So
Power to what?
everything, the
You've
building.
stated that, and you stated to everything. What is
What's
this
your mission
building
and what's the
called?
purpose of this structure?
Thank you.
This is This
yeah,
is a
man.
research building. Trying to find ways to. I doubt anybody. Doubt. As like the voice kind of starts mumbling, gets quieter as it's thinking to itself.
Speak up.
It's not inherently evil because I prayed to my God and my God didn't give me any bad juju vibes.
Don't
Not for
necessarily
nothing,
mean
Trinity,
this.
but I don't trust your gods.
I don't trust
My God
anybody.
is. Why would you not trust Helm? Helm's the best.
Don't trust any god.
Never mind.
Shining Master sent you a message.
Oh. Let me read this.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Potty break. I'm gonna go take a potty break too.
Should we take a 5-minute
Alright, go
potty
ahead.
break?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we can
take a
just say
10-minute break.
Okay, 10
Yeah, I could
minute
run downstairs really quick,
recollect
5 minute
break.
break,
Figure out what the fuck y'all doing.
Yeah,
we can
whether
really
it's
ask
murder
questions.
Team
or
huddle.
get the fuck out of Dodge.
Bro, we've been asking questions for like 30 minutes.
And we haven't made any progress, and I'm hearing machinery. We should get the fuck.
Okay, we'll be right back, guys. deduced it's being very cryptic on purpose. I decided to unmute us while we sit here.
Okay.
It is being very purposely cryptic.
That's the
You
part
can
that scares
you can
me.
get it as if it's not certain what it should say and what it shouldn't say. So until it finds out more information, it's probably going to stay cryptic.
Ooh, I wish someone had a befriend spell and trick it to thinking it's a friend.
See, the only thing I don't like about that situation is it's being this cryptic. What if it turns all of it on, finds out the information, and doesn't like what it finds out? It already said it's a weapon.
I mean, it seemed intelligent enough to realize that they obviously lost the war, so it's aware of the situation.
See, but the thing is, it couldn't like it when it finds out its information. It may not like the situation that it's in, no matter its intellect. It's already referred to itself as a weapon. He could find out. He could go, no, 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 no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Turns out you all have to die. It's already referred to itself as a weapon. It could just say, "Oh, looks like you have to die," and then immediately become hostile. That's the whole thing I don't like about this situation.
Good thing there's
much.
2 tanks in its face.
I was about to say, pretty much, you're saying it's pulling a Terminator, and we should probably be prepared for any situation.
Yeah, I just don't like the intensity and crypticness of this object. I'm not gonna call it a being. It's not a being. It's an object.
Racist.
Said it's a weapon. A weapon isn't a person. A weapon is an object.
Did he just call you a racist? Yeah, that's what I got out of this whole conversation. Bite me.
That's what you got out of this whole conversation. Wow.
Hey, just be happy I hear tidbits. You get what you get with me, alright? Be happy.
Is Carter back yet?
I
haven't heard him.
I haven't heard him either, but
Don't
he may have
forget
just
your
been talking.
Sorry. So, hey, we got some good ghost stories. We got zombie ass bullshit going on.
No, dude, I can't stop. I don't
Tell a
do.
ghost story in your character's perspective.
I don't do ghost stories.
Bet your gold should have a half decent one.
Bro, that's just Gulch's everyday life. It's just
Gulch's
know.
ghost stories are just everyday life. He's
Yeah,
living
you
a
know,
nightmare.
my mom turned into a vampire. It was weird. He's a fucking werewolf. That man's life is a ghost story.
Fuck that. His life is awesome. He's a goddamn werewolf.
Oh yeah,
Who else can say they're part lycanthrope? Come on.
Oh, he's
That's gotta
not
be
part.
sweet.
If you're talking about Gulch,
It's not part.
he is
Oh,
a
he's all
true.
lycanthrope?
He's a true werewolf.
That's
Fully
so
blooded.
He's not a bitch werewolf.
Born and raised.
It's a real thing.
Oh. I'm sorry, Gulch. I love you.
He left.
You scared him away.
Why would
I'm
you do
sorry,
that?
Gulch.
Apologize.
Hello?
Hello.
Apologize right now.
I mean to be mean to you, Gulch. I was just
No,
really
for some
like
reason
you.
my voice wasn't going through. This has
Oh.
happened on phone calls too.
Ah. You did it
I
right.
usually
as
just turn my mic off and on.
But what I was gonna say was I'll let you in on a little secret with Gulch if you guys want.
He's a secret badass, and we just don't know it.
He is a bad
No, his parents are split, so he would have to spend time with his dad in the Feywild.
Oh, damn.
Cool, you get 2 birthdays.
2 birthdays.
2 Christmases.
I think the tic-tac-toe thing's broken. It's not.
It's
Yeah.
got the
taking those
6.
spots.
Yeah.
It's got the 6. I've been fighting with it.
Oh man.
It won't take any response. It won't take the 1, 3, or just
I don't
3
know
posted.
what's wrong.
I'm ready to get back to this headache whenever you guys are.
First things first, you should probably let me apologize to Ghosty.
Well, let's
Oh.
And
transition.
then we batch the stuff.
Ta-da.
Beat the tavern background. Alrighty then. There we go.
We good?
Yep, we are transferred back.
Okay. Mr. Ghosty, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to threaten you.
Who's the
I'm just in
ghost?
a very tense and scared situation. Was that good enough?
You know, generally, apologies, it helps if you don't ask if it was good enough after.
The Flint wishes to apologize.
After the third one, it flies over to the fourth one and begins activating that one.
The Flint wishes to know how you died.
Died.
Or how you were turned off? How you were shut down?
I probably ran out of
Juice.
mana or something. I don't know. I was in a
Interesting.
Hey, real
unconscious
quick,
state.
does mana make sense?
Arcana check. Arcana check.
So real quick, he didn't say.
I do have a question. What's the last thing you remember? If I haven't asked that already.
Dying.
You guys did. He well, you kind of asked it, but you asked it in a different way. But the 19, in a very strange way, like you make a mental leap, Natasha. Also, probably what's everyone's passive insight?
God damn. 10.
18.
The fuck? 18? God damn, son.
I can't hear you over Trinity. What was that, Matt? 18?
I'm very
14.
intelligent. Yeah, 18. 1-8.
Okay.
14 for me.
This is an entity from an ancient society. Everything on these screens are from an ancient and forgotten language that nobody has collections of, and it is speaking your language.
Something happened to my computer.
I don't know.
My mouse isn't lining up with anything, and
Try turning it back
God.
on.
I don't know what to do right now. I might have to try to close out Google.
So, like the monitor, unplug it and replug it.
I have a laptop.
How is the mouse connected?
Off and
For
on.
sure.
But
I'll be back.
okay. So, anyone with a 15 or higher passive insight, you guys suddenly realize it is speaking in your language, even though everything in here is not. It is in that ancient language that nobody has collections of.
Hey, weird question. What is the name for this language? She's like pointing at the runes. Wants to learn another language.
Delvetian.
It's called what now?
Delvetian.
Oh, okay. I was making sure I heard it right.
Yep. No, still don't know it. Yep.
No, you don't know it.
Delvetian sounds like a dead language. Like Delvetian sounds like their version of our Latin.
Except even more so, because we still use Latin.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Scientific language,
Yeah.
my man.
No. Fuck that. I can barely comprehend English.
There's like root, like Delvetian, or any of that like trigger anything.
Nope.
Okay.
But you, I
What do
mean, you kind of recognize these. You have determined which of the this is the language that is the if we figure this out, we get the equivalence of the Nobel Prize grant award shit, and then we don't have to worry about grants for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Kind of.
She is actively trying to learn this language and
And
decipher it.
you, within the last, since Union turned on the first monitor, you saw in an instant more of this language than the world has collected. Flash through the screen. um, but the last thing I remember, probably entering into the terminal there that you found me on.
What is your goal once you power everything up?
Research. Figured out what happened.
Are are we allowed to come back and forth and help you with research?
Well, it depends. Can you read what's on that monitor?
Give me 24 hours.
But
Give
are
me
you
24
willing?
hours.
Question: Are you willing to teach us that language? Because we are eager to learn. And once we learn the language, we can easily help you with more research.
I'll roll a persuasion check.
Not a very easy
Can I help?
Gulch is
Because,
just gonna
he
look
sees
around
me
and walk around the
actively
room.
writing
Can I
stuff down.
guidance
And
Yes, sir.
Can I guidance myself real
okay.
quick?
Guidance is also not a reaction.
I said I was readying the action to guidance whoever needed it.
You also didn't say who you were casting it on.
Shiny.
Yes.
Can Gulch just be walking around the room,
Yes, sir.
looking at stuff? Thank you.
I said I was gonna help Trinity because my persuasion is not that good.
She already
Does that
rolled
count
it.
as advantage?
She already rolled
Yeah,
it.
but I already.
I got a dirty 20.
I'm gonna see. She
Yeah,
rolled
but
a
she
20.
could have rolled better.
Yeah, another natural, for instance.
Yeah.
I should have casted guidance on myself. But I keep staying too late.
Yeah, potato, potato.
Maybe. We'll see.
About the potatoes?
Cause
No, about the persuasion
me
check.
and my friend Natasha over there, we are what you would call knowledge seekers, and we are part of a club that like would love to learn about different languages. So like, if you could like teach us that language, we would be like in your debt. It'd be awesome.
Activates the
And then
fourth
like
one.
we could help you.
We'll see.
Natasha is still copying runes.
See, Natasha's really smart and
Okay.
will like learn the thing faster than I will. That's for sure.
Goes to the fifth one, the last one. Starts activating it.
Union.
Yes.
You said you're a weapon. What
Yes.
type? And
Well-
what is your range?
Well, I guess that depends on my
Good question.
wielder, what type of weapon I am.
What do you
What
mean?
if I wielded you? How could I use you?
What do you use?
My hands and body? But what
Maybe.
were you designed as a weapon for? To conform to your operator or
To form
something
a
else?
union with my operator.
Ooh. To become
Would you
one
like
with
to
your
be in a
operator.
union with me?
I'm not against it, but I
Soul
also
Eater.
don't know you. I don't know your objectives or opinions on anything.
That's what we're kind of hoping to learn. And
My objective is conquest and peace.
Noble.
Not too far off from the champions. Although they probably wouldn't have said conquest.
I
Isn't
did.
that
Gulch is smiling.
what
would
I
you like
am
to?
is I'm not the only one. There's several of types, things what like me. Not all of us
And
are the same.
Would you be able to give us their location?
I don't know. Can't tell you that for now. You can get that
I
as
think
it's
you
like
and
a
I.
like you can get that as a it's not trying to withhold that. It's a it doesn't know and it can't tell you what it doesn't know.
I think you and I are going to become very good friends.
I'm not sure if this recording is or not.
Yeah.
shut up.
I don't know if I trust you. I trust the sentient being more a little bit
Was that in character?
above table.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, I have to check on the rest of the systems. Make sure nothing else is damaged. As it starts moving towards the door of where the staircase is.
I'm following close, 5 feet.
Okay.
Nat is like slowly tearing herself away from the runes to follow this thing. Like writing runes as she's running.
I'm following. I have a question for you, Union.
Yes.
What do you offer the person you unify with?
A weapon.
But a weapon can be interpreted as anything technically. So is it open to? Are you like? Can you conform to anything? Because that's kind of broad to just say a weapon.
It's by design. We were always referred to
Could you?
as the weapons, as none of us had
Could
a defined form.
And so you more so than being a weapon, you enable power through weapons.
So
In a way.
I was wondering if you could conform to be a source of protection, not just a weapon.
Perhaps.
Because I was thinking that it'd be really cool if you could unify with me and help me protect the weak.
Gulch is going to get very close to you, Trinity.
You step on my property.
I awakened this creature. I awakened it. You're hurt, man.
Gulch stares, eye contact, unblinking.
Stare down.
It's still
I'm
continuing
ignoring
down that hallway.
And then
You guys
walks
also
back to Unity.
yeah. You guys also Union. You were talking to
Or
Trinity.
Union. Yeah, I know. I was looking at Trinity's name and I got flubbed up.
Yeah, as you guys walk past the doors didn't close by themselves. Would you have closed those hallway doors?
No.
No? Okay, then you
No.
get to see this. That glass panel that was above those weird boxes in that second room you walked into is now powered. There are lights and symbols and runes that are illuminated in different colors onto that panel that you were trying to figure out what it was, Trinity. As you walk by, you can see that.
Cool. I'm still following
Yeah.
Union, and I'm just pretty much going on with my guns. Like, so like you keep calling yourself a weapon, but like I'm looking for something to help me become strong and protect people. Is that a possibility? Because like if you and me combine, I could be a cool weapon of protection.
There's a
I can just
way.
hear Gulch.
You hear Gulch
You can feel his breath on your
growling.
neck.
That honestly was not me, but I appreciate whoever did that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I feel like he's about to shift.
We're gonna get shivved, woman.
No, you're about to shift into your werewolf form.
This
he
is prison
goes
rule.
to that set of double doors, which you guys and Union could all technically fit inside that small chamber.
Mm.
Um, as Union gets near it, they kind of you see that another flash of arcane. Also the Arcana roll, for when he said mana. It you made the logic leap, Natasha, but it felt weird because you with that Arcana with the 19 Arcana roll, you know you tap into the weave, and it's how you manipulate the weave, and you get a stronger connection to the weave. It's essentially how you get stronger as a caster. Um, but as he gets to here, you see that other flash of arcane on that button that Trinity pressed, and as the door, that glass panel folds into the wall, like the hidden doors kind of thing, and
I knew it.
floats into it. You guys go into the room with him.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
An
following.
adventure.
I wanted to
I'm
make
following
sure. I
the
didn't want to
creature.
assume.
Yes.
Nat has not left its side and will not
Yeah.
leave its side.
It's adventure time.
Yeah,
So
I'm
after
following it and like, yeah, happiness.
after 5 seconds, the door slowly gets into it and kind of has this slow entrance before it hits this point, and it closes it. And then the button on the opposite door illuminates after the door is sealed, and there's this light that passes over you. The button turns on, and Union, boop, does the arcane button press, and the second door opens.
Above table. This was like a UV decontamination chamber.
Absolutely.
Woo.
It's like that's exactly what this is.
It's a decontamination area.
God, how far in the future were these motherfuckers? Holy shit, collapsed.
Venny did guess what those boxes were, by the way.
Fume hoods.
They were exhaust hoods.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Yeah, exhaust fume hoods in the chemical lab. As you guys progress down,
My god, culture.
there are. You turn around the corner, and there is this central dais that has several chairs around it and an object in the center. And you see a few skeletons sitting in the chairs.
Oh.
Oh man.
No tissue left, just the skeletons.
What kind of armor, clothing, weapons? What do they have?
Clothing that's a fabric material that's mostly decayed due to age.
Any weapons on them? Or the indicators that they were soldiers, researchers?
What about a perception check?
Union,
Yes.
were you connected with were you their weapons or assistants?
No, when When I fought in the war, I did have a companion, but I came here to help with their research.
Was your companion good or bad?
We were fighting against those that wish to destroy the world. So I would say good.
I rolled an 18, by the way.
You see something that looks similar to the flintlock that, like in shape and design, that to the flintlock that Natasha has.
I heard Flint, and my head peeked up. Like, what about me?
Can I?
On one of
Are
them.
we walking towards, or are we around those? Or
It is floating towards a panel in front of one of them.
as we get to the one that has that, can I sneakily snatch it and put it in my bag?
You may sleight of hand that shit.
You sneaky bitch.
Can I get my body in between that to like
Yeah.
not stop you, but like cause a barrier, try and give advantage?
Sure.
Block line of
I mean, you
Yeah,
can,
just
but
body
I'm pretty
block
sure I
his line of
got it.
sight. What'd you get?
I got a 22.
Yeah. I was above table. I was asking for how gentle your hands were in the terms of everything that you guys have touched, minus the glass-like material, has threatened to decay and crumble on touch.
Got a 22. My hands are elegant as fuck.
such supple skin.
Show me what them hands do.
Oh,
I'm moisturized with.
They
I'm
extra moisturized.
Hello,
That just
coconut
reminds me
butter.
of that meme moisturize me character.
now I see
From
why
the
people
doctor.
keep moist.
Okay.
Alright.
Someone's doing dishes or making a cup of tea.
As they approach and activate the menus, there is a sphere that appears. Anyone that casts magic, you guys know the spell Minor Image and stuff, and similar illusion spells that make stuff. This is not that. Those, like, no roll needed. This was not a spell.
It wasn't a spell.
This was not a spell. Is not a spell. And as there's this whole sphere with a light, and as it spins, you can see lands you don't recognize. But you know it's this as you can see where you are. And you recognize what you know.
Above table, they have fucking holograms?
Bitch, you have magic. Why are you... You go.
Yeah, but how far in the future are these bitches?
Right! Oh my god!
Like, they got holograms and shit, man.
And it starts in like low quality, and then it has like pulses that go around the sphere, and every time that pulse goes around it, it gets more detailed.
Guys, I know where we are.
Where are we?
Where are
This Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm not that cheap, okay?
Wait,
I mean, come on.
Think of this though. Robot werewolves.
Robot
Yo,
werewolves.
what?
I mean,
like
Mecha-
Godzilla, but
Mecha
Mecha
wolves.
Werewolf.
Oh my.
Bro,
You guys...
Stop giving him ideas for us
as
to fight.
as it gets more detailed, he goes, well, that's new. As it kind of looks specifically at the map that's on the tabletop. This voice, this is a audio voice that you guys hear. It's not like it's in your head.
It's an audio file.
It is emanating from Union.
It's not Zero Dawn, it's Forbidden West. My bad.
It's Zero West.
All of this is new?
Well, specifically this part, as it kind of does some more messing with the console, and it pings what is you guys know as the inmost sea. This was land, from what I know.
Oh. I guess I'm gonna try and swing it. Can I do a history check to see if I remember what year this became an archipelago? Or, whatever it is?
I'll give you that. This
It
is
archipelago, you had it
this
Maya
is the
24
only
barely said anything.
this is the only map you guys know of. As far as you guys know, there's always been an inmost sea.
Oh, since the beginning?
Is what your history books have always said.
Oh.
The Great Flood.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Um,
I mean, it wouldn't be, it makes sense. A Great Flood.
I was about to say it walks. It floats over to a nearby panel on the wall that you guys haven't really been looking at because there's more interesting shit in the center of the room. And as it does, it floats into a slot, and the same clear material, the glass-like material, over the top where it sits, and it fills with what at first looks like that blue liquid that was in those vats. It quickly turns gray, and it's long enough.
Whoa.
It's long enough for you guys to react if you want.
Is it talking? Can we hear it
It
still?
has talked, but it's not currently talking. It didn't say anything when it went to do this.
Well, what's that for?
You don't hear anything. Anyone else want to react before? It's like 6 seconds, so it's like a turn of reaction.
I don't know how to react.
You just stand there, you're like, what? It's just in case you guys
Can we-
did something. That's what I.
That wouldn't be.
You guys don't have to be. Like you have like mechanically, you can think of it as like a turn.
Can I make a perception check to anything being triggered by this in the room?
Sure.
Can I give the help action, or can I make
Sure.
my own?
Sure.
I got a 17 out of that.
Ooh. Oh, that's not great. 9.
Alright, 79. You guys don't see anything immediately happening in the room outside of that immediate object space thing. I will say you do notice there are 2 other ones that are really, object spaces on that same wall, one on either side, that are similar to it in design.
Would not have noticed what Union did to make it do that.
Yeah, you
Or
watched
is it
it.
just more-
There was it kind of like went into the area and pressed up against the wall, and then it did that.
Nat's gonna do it too.
Cthulhu chicken.
Okay. Flint, Trinity.
I fall
I'm good.
asleep.
Okay. As you go to walk over to get into the space, Natasha, it does finish, and standing where Union was is this androgynous looking humanoid that stands about 5 foot.
Holler.
In in I'll go with this on the perception check. On clothing that looks similar to what is left of those figures in the chair.
So this thing just created a being.
Well, I figured this might be more easily
Is it like a
acceptable coming from
You can
the figure.
create. So you created yourself a second form. Is this you?
It's still me. The clothing should be a little bit different.
It's like a mechanical body.
You can roll a
You should
perception
make
check.
yourself a warforge.
Make yourself a perception check really quick. Actually, everyone can. Everyone do roll a perception.
It just made itself a physical fucking body.
That is terrifying.
Jesus! Trinity!
God damn it!
There we go, Trinity.
That's 3.
I got an 18.
I'm not having any good rolls today. I'm upset.
Saving these rolls so you can see them.
21.
21. Okay.
An 18.
Trinity
24.
and everything that's above a 20 is, you can see the slight points of, hold on one second.
I'm freaking out, dude. It just made itself a physical body.
The Terminator has arrived.
It made itself a warforge.
As you guys can see the micro cracks between the plates. Anyone with a 20 or lower it looks like flesh, and it moves like flesh. Even those that with the 20s, I'm gonna say this as well. 25 is the DC to tell it's not flesh.
Oh my god.
By flesh, I mean like it still looks organic, but because you know this was Union, this is Union. You guys know what those little slight cracks that might look like scars or abrasions. 20
Wrinkles.
is the start to see the cracks of the veil.
Woof.
Woof.
Oh goodness. What did we stumble across on our random school day?
It's like the scientist watching the monster about to kill him. What have we
Dude.
done?
Yeah, Bell isn't gonna take like a crazy reaction, but his hand's gonna grip his knife that's on his side. He's not gonna take it out, but he's gripping.
There's this head tilt to the side, looks at you. I figured this would have been more...
What happens if I stand in there?
I'm not certain. I haven't seen organic creatures do this. All I was doing was recharging material for this.
What is the point of you having a physical form like this? Aren't you more free in your non-physical form?
It's for us, not Union.
Exactly.
Oh, so you're doing that to make us more comfortable? I think you're kind of creeping my friends out a little bit.
Either that, or so that I don't get looked at and questioned. As everything I've seen, the world is different. The world may not be fully ready for me. And I'd rather not let go whatever information might... I'm still here. The others might be as well.
Does that mean that you're gonna leave this place soon?
Probably. There's only so much information I can gather here.
You should come with us.
I was just about to say, would you like to join us? And then maybe you can make up your decision on who you would like to unify with? Because You don't. You said you don't want to unify with us because you don't know us. But what if you get to know us by hanging out with us? You get to see how our morals work and all that.
Trust.
The best way to get to know someone is hanging out with them. Just
Indeed.
think. Just look at Nat over there. She didn't know me until I kind of made her join a group,
I must
About 5 days ago.
understand.
and now she's basically like
About
family.
5 days ago. I must first understand my companion before unionizing with them.
So what's the best way to understand than hanging out with us?
Adventure.
Adventure.
We are part of a somewhat of an adventuring group.
We
We were
currently
once
own
a book.
school.
We were once a book club, but we kind of like vetoed into becoming an adventuring squad.
Trinity,
Yes.
stop disclosing so much information.
You're playing too much of your hand.
You're
Well
talking too
then,
much about everything else.
I didn't know we were supposed to hear anything of that secret. I'm sorry.
they do
We
look
don't.
kind of like they're they're androgynous in a way that you also can't quite tell uh, how old this figure is supposed to be. Like you're not quite certain if they're supposed to be an adolescent or an adult, and every time you start leaning one way on that decision, you see something that kind of makes you think the other way. They are
Isekai.
they are the epitome of androgynous, including in age and everything. Well then, come on. I can always come back here later.
Awesome. And plus, when you join our when you once you join us, you can teach me and the rest anything that you want to teach us, for forgotten languages and whatnot.
We'll see. That'll
This
take a
is
while.
the hill we die on.
Very.
Plus, you're a lovely person. It'd be nice to have another friend in the group. More the merrier.
This will be the hill we die on.
I don't think
As
friend is the right term.
Why not?
so. Oh yeah, I finished. Grandmaster Shiny.
You're too
Grandmaster
quick to
Shiny
trust
the
me.
Wise.
Why? Well, I have seen nothing to not trust.
I'd beg to differ on all of our adventures. You should have more than enough reason not to trust those you don't know.
Well, I feel it's best to trust what you see until you deem them untrustworthy. And I have not seen anything untrustworthy about this fellow.
It's a
I
good way to
have.
get yourself killed.
That is
Little
a
to no
very
information.
easy way to get yourself killed.
And this is why my family's dead.
I would agree. Well, that
Three
got
people
dark.
in this room just like get blank.
Well, you're allowed to live your life the way you want, and I'm allowed to live the life my way. And I have not died yet.
Give it time. You're in the right group.
That's the truth.
Well then, how did you come in here, by the way?
We
Bye.
kind of found
Trin-
it by accident.
Stop disclosing information.
I shall shut up now.
Well, I mean, you
Thank
have to be able to enter here somehow. How did you plan to leave then?
As quickly, as physically possible.
We can
On
leave.
our feet.
We know our way out.
They kind of like put their hands on their hip and kind of go and rock their head back and forth and looking at you. Looks over at Trinity. Also, I can't do that in my normal form.
That's fair. That is very entertaining. Uh, the way that we entered is not did not lock behind us, right?
I can't remember. I wasn't here.
No, I don't think so. Above table,
It's
I
just
don't think so.
We went through the
okay.
stale Jello wall.
Okay, so like,
Gross.
I do have a question for you, Union. Uh, once you leave this place, will you stay with us, or are you going on your own?
I'm not certain. I have no reason to leave you.
And you have no reason to stay.
Precisely.
No reason to keep us alive. Okay.
Why
No
would I
reason to
need
kill
to
us
kill
either.
you?
Exactly. See, why are you so untrustworthy of my friend here?
Let me ask you something, unit. I want to say unit.
Union.
Union?
Unity.
I'm thinking about
Yes.
work.
Yes.
You collect the information you seek.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do if you don't like the answers you find?
I don't think I'm gonna like them regardless. Everything I
So
knew
what
and
do you?
everyone and everything I knew is gone. There's nothing to like about that.
That's depressing.
The
So,
world he knows it is over, so the world is new.
Salt in
mm,
wound.
Oh, so sad.
so what do you plan to do? If you don't like the information you seek, you don't like the information you already know.
I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what information I'll find.
What do you plan to do if you do not like the information you do find?
It depends on what information it is.
So
That's
vague.
that's not an
You're
answer.
going in. You're going in circles. You're going in circles.
Union, I think everything's gonna be okay as long as you stick with us.
Coach really
We
wants that
will.
one.
We will look out for each other.
What are you concerned
Keep an eye on
about?
us more like it.
I
As
feel like me and Bell are gonna be
as they look at
alliance.
Bell, what are you so concerned about?
Ow.
We already accidentally let something out. We already
Well,
ex- we all I can't speak. I can speak. Let me start again. We're
You got
professionals.
this.
Yeah.
I believe in
Sir
you.
played around with the blood and found out blood god and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Let me try
Oh
that again.
God.
We already accidentally released something we don't like into the world. I'm not about to release another.
Round 2, right?
Hey, at least it won't. At least it'll be my fault this time.
Also fair.
Looking at Bella's looking at Unity very seriously with his
Unit.
hand very much like blood, like very
White
like
white knuckle.
intensely white knuckle gripping his knife at his side.
As he gets this, they kind of chuckle almost like one little. I'll be blunt with you quickly. There's nothing you could do to stop me now. But even then, I was born to save the world.
You
So
were
was
born.
Terminator.
You were born to save your world. This isn't your world.
Could be.
It could be.
Oh god, really don't like where this is heading.
See, I feel like we have the same alignments because I want to do the best I can to save people. So do you. See,
I
perfect.
think there's
Above
just
table,
a
No.
above
lot.
table, really quick. Above table, really quick for you guys. Bell as me as Belderoth. I'm not going to stop. I am very intent on the emotions Bell is feeling right now. One of you in character is going to have to pull me back if you
I,
want this to de-escalate.
Well,
I ain't gonna fucking stop you. I still should have killed the son of a bitch from the
I
start.
think there's a lot of
I didn't-
Don't
mistrust
kill.
going on right now.
That was it.
and
Yeah.
everyone
Have you
needs
not
to
picked up on how
cool
much
their
Trinity or
heads.
Nat
Ian, what
is
do you
into
think?
this? I don't think you realize
I just wanted to
how
point that
much
out above table really quick.
we're at like the
Well,
same level.
well, I am going to continue the research here. You found your way in, you can find your way out. As they turn and just walk, they purposely walk well within range of you, Belle, to go back to that double door.
That's
Question,
following.
Union.
Yes.
I'm gonna run over, not run over. I'm gonna like quickly like strut over and put my hand over Belle's hand holding the dagger, just in case so he doesn't pull it out or anything.
When
Belle,
we
listen.
Hey.
decide to leave and you stay, is there a way you can contact us and she'll bring out her little phone thing? Do
Nat
you know?
will hold hers up.
Do you
What
have something similar to this kind of technology that can contact people over long distances?
we did, but nothing that looks like that. Is
I
that
had shuffle
is
wrong.
that just a stone?
It's called a sending stone. She'll drag Nat over, and one person has one, like Nat has one, and then I have one, and like we can like talk to each other through our minds. And she's like touching her head, and you can like as long as you have the sending stone on you, no matter the distance, you can like communicate with your mind to the other person, and it's really cool. I was wondering if you had an ability like that, or if we need to get you a sending stone. Because
Trinity?
if you don't stay with us, it'd be kind of cool to talk to you for a long distance.
Trinity.
And I am hyper.
Eh,
I'm sorry.
It's not gonna be a problem.
No.
Gulch is gonna
Oh,
go up to Belle.
what do you mean it's not gonna be a problem?
I'm not done here.
Oh, so you're gonna stay? Oh,
So,
What a good
because
thing.
I above table also, I am reaching a point where I need to wrap up.
Why? No,
Because
not
fucking life
allowed.
shit.
there's
All right.
so much going on.
Yeah.
We finally just got
So
answers,
we need
and we
to
got
figure
people in the
out.
chat now.
Yeah, but I have
There is
things that I need to deal with in real life.
How dare!
there are reasons Nat was standing next to Union.
So
Can I do something real
Ooh,
quick?
yes,
a
We
yes.
down
What's up, Gulch?
unification.
Thank you. Gulch is gonna go up to Belle. He's gonna put a finger on his chest and look at him. Relax. Grab his shoulder. Rub it. Like squeeze it a bit. It's gonna be okay. Pat you on the side of your face and then follow Union.
It doesn't help. He's just thinking about the hooded figure and everything that happened leading up to him being unleashed. His emotions are what's fueling Belle at the
Love
moment.
rage.
Belle, because Gulch and Belle are great friends, can you do a quick insight check?
I can do some insight.
Oh,
I got a 15.
Would you give him advantage because you're great friends?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cough, cough.
Oh,
Oh.
advantage.
You keep the 15.
Anu's life.
That
Still.
really wasn't comforting, and Gulch knows how to comfort you. Like, knows how to, like, get you off your soapbox or, like, walk you down.
God, saying so much is such an old
Ship
fashioned
Gulch.
Yeah, Bella's fueled by emotional rage of this person that we unleashed.
This is not the same scenario.
It's about to be.
We
No,
don't
but
know
bottom
that.
line, Belle, you don't think Gulch was trying to help you.
You can't deem everything as bad. not the right way to live.
No, incorrect.
He has done nothing to deem himself or themselves as bad.
And Gulch is just gonna ask Union questions as we fade out.
As we
Dun,
will
dun,
pick up there next week. During the time off, let's make sure that we figure out who's staying here and who's
Practice
going
good
back.
hygiene.
Like leaving this area.
Should we stay now, or do you want us to think on it?
You guys can do.
Let's think on it.
Hey, go ahead, think
Let's
about
make
Matt
it.
a
is
game.
staying here. She is learning everything and writing everything.
Let's wait and let's make a game plan for next week.
Okay.
Like get together on like
Yeah.
an evening.
It'd
And,
be
like,
so
hey,
cool if we could have a bonus episode tomorrow and just like get it done with now.
I love that.
Who's
Birthday
off for
bonus
tomorrow? Let's do a
surprise.
bonus episode.
It's a birthday bash bonus surprise.
I'm gonna
Trinity,
raid
think
Anu.
I won't.
So we will pick up here next week, figure it out what everyone's doing. What is this?
that works.
What's going on in the world?
You will not hit. You will not hit that, land that attack. I'm telling you now.
You can go ahead and roll. You go ahead and roll, Will, if you want. Above table. You can roll real quick before we raid.
Above table?
Yeah, roll.
Okay. Above table. This ain't happening in game, folks.
Yep.
You know, I want to see if I hit 2. I want to see what he rolls first, though.
24.
Reaction silvery barbs.
Oh.
Oh,
No, wait. Miss.
Oh, what?
With a 24?
Miss.
My turn. Fuck that. Where's my guns?
wait, are you guys attacking Union?
No, it's
No,
above
this is
table.
above
They
table,
wanted to
above
see.
table, above
Oh.
table.
Just to see if we can hit.
Please, chill.
Like 2 seconds. Hold on. I'm having. Ah!
Yes, boys, you're both pretty.
Well, hurry up. It's about to auto raid.
Auto raid.
Flintlock.
Cliffhanger.
24.
Still a miss.
Oh,
We're
Son
gonna
of a
go
bitch.
raid Anutaku now. Yeah, raid!
There's no reason to
Raid.
fucking